Welcome once again to Sin Bin Stream, second game of the Tuesday night doubleheader. We have the Chicago Blackhawks in Las Vegas to take on the Vegas Golden Knights. And yes, if you didn't hear, Carter Hart making his season debut for the Vegas Golden Knights. If you don't know who Carter Hart is, do a Google. I guess there wasn't enough evidence in the court of law to convict him, but I don't know. That's all I'll say. Up to you to make up your own mind on that situation. Don't know who's starting in net for the Hawks. I could probably look it up. Yeah, obviously either Knight or Soderblom. Let's see. It is Spencer Knight in net. Okay, just checking real quick. All right, Spencer Knight and Carter Hart are here too. Yeah, not Schmid or Hill as listed here on NHL.com. All right, hope you're having a great Tuesday. Oh, hey, Uncommon. Yeah, we'll go through the finals. Predators taking it to the Flames, 5-0 in Nashville over the visiting Calgary Flames. Still 1-1 Canucks Avalanche and 1-0 Wild. Later tonight, Caps and Kings from Crypto.com Arena. All right, so here's the proof. Spencer Knight and Carter Hart, number 79. Schmid is the backup for Vegas, and Soderblom, the backup for the Hawks. Knights are sending out Bowman, Eichel, Barbashev as the first line of forwards. McNabb and Theodore, the defensive pairing. Again, Spencer Knight against Carter Hart. Ahead of Knight is Kaiser and Levshunov on defense, and they'll send out Burakovsky, Bedard, and Green to start. Yeah, Green and Burakovsky are new, I believe. Yep, the Hawks are in white, going left to right. And Vegas going right to left. Let's get a look at their unis in a second. Oh, Knight is 8-5-4, 251 goals against, 918 save percentage, and a shutout. Career with Philly, first NHL game since January 20th, 2024 for Carter Hart. So he hasn't played in, well, about 2 months shy of 2 years. So was that about 22 months? All right, we are going to get set momentarily here. Face off. Vegas wins it. Yeah, they're in gold going right to left. Knight behind his net. Into the near boards. Levshunov takes the hit. Passed by Burakovsky. Over the line. Kaiser to the left wing. Shot is deflected into the netting and out of play at 1944. Whoops. Sorry, I hit the wrong. I think this will be a high scoring game. Like the Bruins one. Could be, yeah. Hawks give up early goals and then rally. Seems to be what's been happening lately. All right, behind the net, Golden Knights just get it out of their own end, over the red line, into the near circle. Cross-ice pass deflected, it's in the goal. And just as Star Strider was finishing his thought, the Hawks are down 1-0 at 19:33. Good pass from the near circle, deflected past Knight. Really nothing Knight could do. Barbashev from the near, like almost the dot. Oh, it went off of a skate. It went off of Kaiser's skate. I thought Bowman had tucked it in, but it was an own goal off of Kaiser's skate, and they beat Spencer Knight, who had to respect the near post, and he just missed getting the kick save. So that might be Barbashev's goal. Yep, from Bowman and Theodore. Oh, brother, what a start for the Hawks. Dumped in. And again, I'll be rooting for the Kings on Thursday, though. Any other game, I'll root for the Hawks, though. Shot. I think that was wide. Into the near corner. All right, tell me they're not going to put shots on goal up. Come on, ESPN Plus. Into the slot, backhander steered aside, and that is Mikheyev. And picked up by Vlasic. Names are starting to come back to me for the Hawks. Dumped in from the red line. Carter plays it off the near boards. Knights are 6-1-2 when scoring first. Nazar gets it. Cross-ice pass. Return shot. Goal by the Hawks. Wow. Oh, shoot. I muted the horn. My bad. I think I forgot to. Yep, this is muted. This is live. All right, 1-1. Sorry, I missed the goal horn on the first one because I more on the shot beat. Carter high to the blocker side, just under the bar, just inside the near circle. Kaiser. All right, draw controlled by the Knights. They send it down the length of the ice. Battle behind the net of Chicago in the far corner. Have to start calling Star Strider Nostradamus here. All right. Hawks send it behind the net. They skate it out, turn it over. Knights counter into the far circle, pass all the way into the near boards. Levshinov chips it out, and the Knights take over. Near circle shot was wide. That was, of course, Dickinson. That's right. He was out a lot last year. He was injured most of the year. All right, Knights make a pass to the red line. Dump it in. Big hit. And Barbashev couldn't get there. Sent to the far boards that I think, was that Rinzel or Donato? I couldn't tell if it was 6 or 8. Kept in at the blue line. And sent out by the Hawks to the red line. Picked up by Vegas. And they'll dump it in from the red line, from the near boards. Behind the net, Knight looking. Plays it to the near boards. To Rinzel. Over to the far circle, shot by and saved by Carter. Or saved by Carter. And dumped in from the red line by Hutton. Near boards, Levshinov didn't clear it. Into the near circle, shot goes just wide. Past the far post, right through the crease. And just missed the post. Hawks into the far circle. Kaiser coughs it up. McNabb has it in the far corner. Now pass. Over the red line, Knights. And they get it. Cross-ice pass. Shot. Saved by Knight into the far corner. Behind the net. Shot by McNabb. Big rebound. Picked up by Bedard in the far corner. Cross ice pass off the boards. Tipped away but not out by Burakovsky. Or maybe it's Burakovsky. Burakovsky. Sent down. Finally scooped up by Theodore. He gets it to Saad. Or no, he doesn't. He still has it. Knights getting some changes. Dumped in from the red line. Into the far corner. Vlasic got it. Now they send it up the near boards, but not out. Excuse me. Tomas Hertl was there. Sent behind the net for the Hawks. Shots are 3-3. I was wondering when ESPN Plus was going to put the dang shots up. Far side. Hawks carried in. Shot from the far circle. Saved by Carter at 15-13. 4-3 shots on goal. Chicago now. I think it kind of happens in games like this with visiting younger team against grizzled veterans, balanced deep offense at home. And yeah, and having Vegas having a guy who hasn't been in the net in almost 22 months. Let's go Hawks, says Alex. Damn, 1-1 already. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Again, Carter Hart. I think I was saying Harder. I got to remember to say Hart. Hart in net, making his debut. Hasn't played in almost since January of 2024. So just short of 2 years. Sent ahead. Dumped in by, who was that? Kolsar, I think. They didn't even have him out there. Yeah, it was Kolsar. Shot from the near circle was wide by the Hawks, and it's cleared by Vegas and dumped in from the red line. Actually, on net, Knight flips it to the far boards, scooped up by Grzelcyk, and he can't get it out. Vegas has it in the far circle. Back to the blue line, McNabb. Shot from the point, saved by Spencer Knight at 14-29. 5-4 shots on goal in favor of Vegas. So we had goals from Barbashev and Oliver Moore. 27 seconds and a minute 23 into the game. Oh, thanks, Alex. Yeah, it's over the Detroit one. I was cold. Yeah, it's a zip up, but the patches on either side match up perfectly. They just kicked somebody out of the draw for Vegas. Face off. Hawks send it behind their own net. Vlasic up the far boards, but not out. Ooh, we got some new guys that I don't know their names. Skated on a breakaway for the Hawks, right in front of the net. Backhander, what a save by Hart with the glove. And the Hawks blow an opportunity there. Donato on the breakaway, number 8. Glad the Hawks re-signed him. 5 Vols, shots on goal. You could look up why Carter Hart was out of hockey that long. Oh, we got a penalty on that breakaway. Barbashev / Donato. Wait, Barbashev is 49? Yeah. Okay. All right, Hawks will head to the power play. Yeah, Carter Hart had some accusations. He was not found guilty, but still a piece of crap guy. The old Coyote. Ugh, I don't think I've liked any of the Coyotes. I liked the middle Coyotes on the maroon. That was it. Shot. I didn't like salsa jar Coyotes at all. I know a lot of people did. I just didn't understand it. All right, Hawks on the power play, 13:52 in the first. Still 137 on the power play. Bedard off the near boards, over the red line. Pass to the far circle. Burakovsky shot or pass was wide. Levshinov sends it around the boards. Kept in at the blue line by Burakovsky and sent out off the deflection. Vegas tries to get a couple changes. And Levshunov. Pass to Bedard into the O-zone. He's getting hacked again. No call, and Vegas clears it. Knight out of the net. Plays it to Levshunov. Bedard has it. Backhander to Teravainen. Turbo dumps it in from the red line into the near corner. Bertuzzi couldn't get there. Bedard sends it back. Tried to get it to Turbo. Turbo turns, gets it to Bedard, near circle. Centering pass, far circle, Rinzel. Rinzel back to the blue line. Frankie Nazar to Bedard. Shot blocked into the near corner. Behind the net. Cleared by Vegas. Actually, I think it went into the crowd at 12:33. Still 5-5 shots on goal, even though felt like the Hawks had a few get on net. Assad crashed into Bedard along the boards. Bedard on the bench getting a breather. 21 seconds on the power play. And Vegas clears it down the length of the ice on net, off a Knight into the far corner. Rinzel scoops it up. Under 12:20 in the first. Yeah, that counted as a shot on goal for Vegas. Teravainen behind the net. Vegas gets it. Penalty over. Back to 5-on-5. Hawks send it behind the net. Up the near boards. And pass. Offside, I believe, on Vegas. 11:57. And the under 14 media timeout. 6-5 shots on goal. Vegas's goal was off of Kaiser's skate. Top shelf shot by Moore. Yeah, I don't know. I know people did like that original Coyotes. I haven't liked anything the Coyotes did, honestly. Yes, of course, the Nordiques. Oh, yes, definitely. And the Whalers. Yeah. I don't know. I got this one. Oh, yeah, it's another. Here's the logo. That's OTH. It's on the sleeve. That stands for Old Time Hockey. I think it was Adam Oates and maybe another player that originally founded the company, and eventually I think it was Oates, or maybe it was, I don't know. They eventually sold to 47 brand. I dug around on eBay for them, but yeah, this is a zip up hoodie, and the patch actually lines up pretty good for, and the hood is red. It's just that I have my I was cold, so I still have the Detroit one underneath. Excuse me. The old original, the Quebec, yeah. Les Nordiques, yeah. The rivalry they had with Montreal too. I mean, that they kind of got to bring that back, but they probably won't. Oh, seriously, are we going to go through when this clown was drafted? Oh, Hannafin was, what are they doing? Oh, the 15 draft. Oh, they're talking about Eichel, I guess. All right, never mind. Oh, I forget. I'll do the goal visualizers soon. It's just unfortunate that one went off of Kaiser's skate and in. All right, Hawks dump it in after they win the draw, but it went into the netting already at 11:52, or into the crowd. Still 6-5 shots on goal. All right, let's check in. Preds up 5-0. Lanch took the lead 2-1. Brock Nelson ninth at 13:52. So same old. Wild still up 1-0 on the Oilers. All right, under 11:45 now to go in the first period. Excuse me. Behind the net for Vegas. Now up the near boards by Hutton to the far corner, but it was icing on the Knights. 11:31. The Knights facing Spencer Knight in net. Yeah, the Cardinals, if they weren't owned by Bidwell, would be worth rooting for, but they're just, I don't know, they're never going to do anything with Bidwell owning them. All right, I mean, talking football. All right, still battling along the near boards for the puck. Finally, Tomas Hertl has it for the Knights. They retreat into their own net. Hertl's heads off for a line change. Pass to the far boards. Now return to the near side. Barbashev loses it. And Eichel has it at the red line. Pass to the defenders. Under 10:50 to go. First period. Dumped in. Spencer Knight behind his own net. To the far boards. Sent ahead. Hawks more, I think. No, into the near circle. Shot. Hart spun around and held on at 10:35 for the save. 6-6 shots on goal. Oh, that was Nazar who shot it right into his chest. I couldn't see the number. All right, tied at 1, 6-6 on shots as well. First period. Game is on Hulu if you're looking for it. Behind the net for Vegas, up the near boards, pinched in along the near boards by the near circle. Now it's sent out by, sent right back in by Chicago. They keep it in. Bedard centering pass off the near boards. Behind the net, gets by Bedard, kept in at the blue line, shot, big rebound. Bedard near circle, and his pass gets away, and Knights will dump it in, bring it up actually the near boards. And who has it? Back to the blue line, kept in, shot was wide. Vlasic takes it behind the Chicago net, and he'll pass off the near boards and dump it in. Looks like McNabb has it for Vegas. He's paired with Hannafin currently. All right, McNabb to the red line, and he dumps it in. Actually, it went into the net, or into the crowd, I mean. 9:28. That should be the under 10 media timeout. Why are we replaying Bedard with a good move, and then, it was a good defensive play by Hannafin to knock the puck away from Bedard. That's why they replayed it. Okay, here's Barbashev's shot. It's from the near circle. It goes off of number 44, Kaiser's skate. Did not get to Bowman. Nothing Knight could really do to prevent that. And then Oliver Moore from the near circle, number 11. Good. Let's see. Nazar to Bertuzzi. Return pass to Oliver, and he buried it. Blocker side high. Past Carter Hart. Only one penalty. Barbashev for slashing Donato on a breakaway. Hawks did nothing on the power play. All right. 5-1. Flames finally break the shutout. Morgan Frost, 13:39 in the third on the power play. Avalanche up 2-1. Still 3-11 to go in the second. Flames Predators at 6:05 to go. Wild 1-0 over the Oilers. 4:32 to go in the second. About 40 minutes from now, about 10 minutes from now, Capitals Kings. Earlier, as seen on Sinbin stream, Wings 5, Bruins 4. Islanders at home 2-1 over the Lightning. Overtime, Rangers and MSG beat the Stars 3-2. in Florida. Leafs get a win 4-1 over the Panthers. 8 games tonight. 5 are done. Oh yeah, Senators over the Canadiens in Montreal 5-2. Wait. 2, 4, 6, 8. Actually 10 games tonight. 5 done. All right. At center ice draw. Hawks control it. Sent up by Connor Murphy. Into the far corner. Teravainen to Dickinson. Back to Murph. He sends it around. Mikheyev to the far corner. Mikheyev sends it to the near corner now. And scooped up by Marner, and a pass to the red line gets deflected away. He was trying to hit Stone, I believe. And now Murph has it at the blue line, sends it up the near boards. Dickinson takes a hit by, who is that, McNabb. Stone gets the deflected puck, skates it out, and at the red line, backhands it on net. Steered aside by Knight. And Kaiser behind his own net. Sends it up the near boards. Chased by Bertuzzi. He delivers a hit. Passed out of their own end by Vegas. Saad chases. Near corner was Hurdle. Bertuzzi passes. The Hawks skated over the red line. Moore drops it to Nazar. Cross ice pass. Bertuzzi. Nazar near circle. Kaiser tried to dump it in. Nazar has it back to the blue line. Kaiser top of the circle. Sends it into the far corner. Picked up by Rinzel. And then the Knights get it out over the red line. Saad on a breakaway to the far circle. Shot. Big save by Knight. Into the near board. Scooped up at the red line by McNabb. Wow. I don't know what the Hawks were doing there on defense, but they just watched a guy just skate from the red line in and did nothing. Donato lost the puck, but the Hawks have it in their own end. Up the near boards by Crevier. Theodore sends it around for the Vegas. In front of their own net. Theodore at the blue line, passes to Barbashev, missed him, into the far corner. Centering pass gets knocked behind the net. Donato up the far boards, not out. Hawks have the puck, though. Skated over the red line. Bedard into the far circle. Getting held by Theodore. There's a penalty. Shot by Levshinov, saved into the far boards. Sent to the blue line. Hawks have an extra attacker. Into the near circle, centering pass, and stolen by Vegas, and there's the penalty at 6:35. Might have been Theodore, but somebody was on top of Bedard, and they finally got the call. Holding on, it was Theodore. All right, I did see it right at 13:25. Good call. Alex, yes. Leafs 4-1 over the Panthers in Florida. That is correct. Yes. All right, Hawks on the power play. And a quick shot and save at 6:27. 8-8 shots on goal now. Let's fix that. Bedard from the near circle. And a high glove save just above the shoulder. Almost under the bar. Near post. Good save by Hart. Draw controlled by Vegas. Over the red line. Stone into the O-zone. Now sends it back into his own end. And cleared down the length of the ice. Blackhawks are 0 for 1, one shot on the power play. They're 6th in the NHL. on the power play. Burakovsky to Frankie Nazar, I meant. Off the near boards, Burakovsky did not keep it in, or he did. Oh, he did. Bertuzzi, far circle. Good keep in. Bertuzzi behind the net. Nazar back to Bertuzzi. Now the Vegas gets it and clears it. Golden Knights have killed 12 of the last 14 penalties. Levchinov to Teravainen, so power play unit 2 on the ice. Donato, near circle, knocked away. Green tries to keep it in. Donato, far or near corner, sends it around to the far boards. Rinzel sends it back. Donato, near corner, behind the net to Green. Centering pass Turbo to Donato. Rinzel's shot is blocked, and the Knights will get it out of their own end. There's only 30 seconds to go on the power play. They dump it into the far corner. Rinzel picks it up in front of his own net. Drop pass to Green to Teravainen, who lost it, and it's sent down the length of the ice by Kolsar. Rinzel with only 10 seconds on the power play. Green over the red line to Donato. And, somebody hit their leg on the lower boards. That looked ugly, but they got right back up. Hawks slipped 2. One shot last power play, I guess. Vegas shot it or passed it into the far corner. Hawks have it in front of their own net. Skated out by Rinzel over the red line and dumped in. Behind the net. Centering pass. Mikheyev missed wide. Right in the middle. He sent it near side wide. Probably could have had a goal there. Beaten Hart. Glove side high. Far circle. Mikheyev has it. Then it's sent out by Vegas to the red line. Whistle at 3:45 to go, first period. Still says 8-8 shots on goal. I don't think the Hawks got a shot on goal that last power play, as they show a proposal in the stands. Somebody in an 81 jersey? Who's 81? I have no idea who 81 is on the Knights. Must be a past player or somebody who's out injured. All right. Did we get any more finals? Let's see. I don't think so. Capitals Kings still haven't started. Wild up 1-0 on the Oilers, second intermission. Predators still up 5-1 over the Flames. Only 2:41 to go. Avalanche now up 3-1 on the Canucks after McKinnon's 22nd goal of the year at 19:26. Again, we're like a third of the season in. Some teams are, some teams aren't yet. Vancouver was up 1-0. Yeah, McKinnon, 2 goals, and Nelson. Let's make sure this is live and muted. It is. Most points first 25 games of season under age 21, last 35 seasons. Stamkos 40 in 2010-2011, Crosby 39, 06-07, and then Bedard this year with 37. Somebody had a Hawks jersey and a Knights winter hat. What sense does that make? And they kicked Tomas Hertl out of the draw. Face-off won by Vegas. They send it up the far boards. Now, near boards, Hannafin dumps it into the far corner. Hawks send it to the near corner, up the near boards by Murph, I believe. Mikheyev pass off the boards, dumped in by the Hawks. Near corner. Puck is sent around, sent back behind the net. Top of the far circle, shot was wide, kept in by Murph at the blue line. Turbo shoots, that's blocked. And picked up by Vegas, sent up the near boards, down the length of the ice. Battle in the near corner. Picked up by Murph, long pass ahead. And dumped in from the red line by Burakovsky. McNabb, long shot ahead into the near corner. I was going to say, that was icing. How was that not icing? They finally called it. 2:36. Oh, they're showing McKinnon's last goal. Oh, what a slapper from the near circle. Beat Lankinen glove side high, near post. What a rocket. 2:36 to go, opening period. All right, still waiting. Face off, won by Vegas. Theodore has it. Passes off the near boards to the red line. Levshunov. Oh, his pass got away at the red line. McNabb over to the far side. Dumped in to the near boards or near corner. Levshunov sent it up the near boards, but not out. Marner sent it right back in. Kaiser sends it out down the length of the ice. This might be icing on the Hawks, and it is. Too hard of a clear by Kaiser. Yeah. Oh, I got to fix my schedule at the first intermission. Forgot to do that. Didn't really have a lot of time. All right. Face-off won by Vegas. Dumps it into the near corner. Hawks counter. Levshunov. Far side. Far circle. Shot is blocked up in the air. Glove down by Bedard in the near boards. He tries to send it into the near corner. Now he centers it back to the blue line. Vlasic couldn't keep it in. And Crevier gets it to Vlasic, who dumps it in. Picked up by Vegas in the far corner. Under 1:45 to go. Whoa, my clock is a little too fat. Oh, no, they were having clock issues on their broadcast. My clock was fine. Gosh darn it. What is with that this week? Hannafin's shot is blocked out of the zone by Moore, I think. Vegas sends it up the far boards. Now countered by the Hawks. Oh, come on. That's a hold. Somebody grabbed Bertuzzi around the head and spun him. And now they're roughing up a Hawk by the gate. No calls. Dumped in by Vegas. We haven't had a shot on goal in a while. Under a minute to go in the first period. Puck goes into the near boards. Into the far corner. Yeah, no shots on goal for Vegas in the last 7:44. Into the far corner. Picked up behind their own net. Vegas has it in the far circle. So we approach 30 seconds to go, first period. Pass to the near boards. Dumped in. Behind the net, Knight pokes it to the far corner. Picked up. Rinzel couldn't get it out. Hurdle back to the blue line. Long shot wide or deflected wide into the far board. 6 seconds to go, first period. It's out. Don't think there'll be enough time for a last second shot. That'll do it. First period over. 1-1 score. 8-8 shots on goal. And let's get the timer going for the second period start, or the first intermission countdown. All right. Well, thanks for being here. In the poll, 10 votes, and they're all for the Hawks. Wow. They got a lot of Vegas haters. Maybe it's because of Carter Hart being in that. Holy cow. Excuse me. Pardon. I just sore throat battling. All right. Let's see. 2, 4. Still 5. Nope. We got another. Wait. Yeah, we got a final to report. Predators 5, Flames 1. So 6 games in the books. Capitals, Kings, a little over 2 minutes, or a little over 3 minutes gone by. Hawks and Knights 1-1 after 1. Avalanche 3, Canucks 1 after 2. Wild 1, Oilers 0 after 2. Let's take a look. Yeah, Barbashev and 9th goal, Moore's 3rd. Barbashev's shot went off of Kaiser's skate. 2 penalties on Vegas. 8-8 shots, 9-9 face-offs. 0 for 2 on the power play, Hawks. No power plays yet for Vegas. 4-2 hits, Vegas. 3-2 block shots, Vegas. 3-3 giveaways, 1-0 takeaways, Vegas. Game 2 will be in Chicago, January 4th. Third and final game of the season series in Vegas, March 14th. All right, let's fix the schedule. We'll get the timer up. I'm going to fix the 5-day schedule right now. Excuse me. So we're looking at December 3rd now through the 7th. So coming up tomorrow, man, I was thinking of adding some college basketball tomorrow afternoon, but with this sore throat, I think it's going to be hard enough for me to get through a doubleheader. So I think I'm going to have to pass. So we got Stars, Devils, 6 o'clock, followed by Capitals, Sharks at 9. Thursday, Penguins at Lightning at 6, followed by Blackhawks, Kings at 9 on Thursday. And I will be rooting for the Kings since I'm not going to get a handful of Hawks games that are on Hulu. And unfortunately, no hockey on Sunday, which is a shame. Couldn't with the Bears Packers being at 3:25, couldn't do it. The Pope blessed the Chicago sports teams. Yeah, everybody but the Cubs though, because he's a White Sox fan. Thanks for the comment, Son Goku. Again, I don't know why YouTube does the handles instead of the channel names, but all right. So Chicago, Green Bay, 3:25 on Sunday. Got to get the football emoji. Excuse me. No, it's not the right one. All right, now I got to copy and paste the football into Sunday. So tomorrow's the 3rd, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so now, yeah, let's take a look. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Sunday night is difficult. Oh, let me, forgot. Let me go back to the scores. We can keep an eye on the Caps and Kings. 12:49 in the first, no score. Well, no, he's a Sox fan, though, and he doesn't like the Cubs. All right, let me. My clock is a little behind ESPN's, but not much. Yeah, well, yeah, the Sox need the Pope the most of all of them, yeah. But yeah, he does not like the Cubs, so he's not going to be helping the Cubs. Let me see. What was I doing? What is going on with this? All right. I think White Sox fans have gone through more hell than Bears fans. Yeah, that's probably true. 2024, what were they, 41 and 121, 80 games under? That's abysmal. Yeah, don't forget, please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you have, thanks for supporting the channel. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel recommended, and it'll also help grow the channel. I thank you for your support. We've gotten 2 subs tonight. Thanks, everybody. Excuse me, 5 likes on this video. All right. What was I doing? Oh, yeah, I know. We were going to look at NFL real quick. Oh, okay. Who's your team if it's not the Bears? My dad was a Bears fan, too. My mom was a Packers fan, so I became a Packers fan. And I'm mad at the Hawks because I don't get them free over the air anymore. Huh. Oh, of course, because they're the 1 seed now, yeah. Now, Packers only have themselves to blame. They have 2 games with the Bears. So, all right. So Thursday night, yeah, Cowboys and Lions. You know, I'm doing the doubleheader. Hawks, Kings. Don't know what we get at noon. I'll have my son, so we're just going to do Bears, Packers at 3:25. I'm going to pass on Texans, Chiefs. Sunday night is the hardest night to get an audience. Ah, okay, you're a Ravens fan. Pretty good choice, I would say. Yeah, so I think I was going to do the Gonzaga game. Gonzaga men's. I don't know. There's so many people that do football, and it's just so hard to compete. It's not the Bulldogs. Why does it keep saying... Wait, they're not the Bulldogs, are they? Okay, I guess they are the Bulldogs. I guess I was thinking of another team. Why does it say go Zags? Oh, go Zags. Got it. Never mind. I'll get it. Yeah, I don't know. I know it's probably not going to be much of a game, but they are ranked. And it's a rare ESPN Plus game, so they're playing North Florida. I think I will do that game. So that is 8 Eastern, 9 Eastern, 9, 8, 7, 6 local for Gonzaga because they're in Spokane. Yeah, let's just do it. So that's got to be a home game, right? North Florida, Gonzaga. All right, North Florida. Actually, let's just put NFL. North Florida, Gonzaga, men's basketball. Wait. 8 p.m. Central, men's basketball. Maybe we can spell out North Florida. North Florida. Do we have enough characters? Yeah, we do. All right. Bears, Packers, 325. And then North Florida, Gonzaga, 8 p.m. men's basketball. All right. We got the schedule up done now. Yeah, I grew up, I was a Chicago fan for everything except for, the Packers. Never really hated the Bears except 85 was brutal. And I did like the Lakers growing up. Magic Johnson, James Worthy. Because they were on every Sunday, either late morning or early afternoon. Otherwise, yeah, just the Packers. Packers is the only team I really like, but now I'm rooting for the Kings. Kopitar's last year. I still like Drew Doughty, and I like the squad they have. Watched the Blackhawks for free all of last year, even though they were terrible, and then now it's not free anymore. Since they agreed to a deal with Comcast Xfinity, and part of the deal they had to take down the over-the-air signal in the Chicago area. So, all right, let me take a break, and I will be back. I grew up watching Peyton. Your younger brother grew up watching Forte. Yeah, I grew up. Oh, sorry. Let me take down the Gonzaga schedule. I grew up listening to the Packers on radio and watching the Bears on TV with my dad. And then obviously I'd see them when they play the Bears, and I was too young to stay up for Monday night, especially when Monday night started at 8:10 Central. But, yeah, it was rough for a long time being a Packer fan. But that's cool. Thanks for sharing. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break and be back. I'll skip the music this period. Thanks, everybody. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Hey, Alex, what about Washington USC? It's probably on regular ESPN, which I don't get. I'll look, though. All right, let me take down the... Oh, sorry, guys. Excuse me. What are Oh, it's on Big Ten Network. Yeah, I'd have to get Fox One. Yeah, this was just the best game I could find on ESPN Plus. I suppose I could do the football, but I'd rather just do a... That basketball game will probably still be over before the football game's over, or about the same time. Yeah, no worries. Thanks, Alex. I'll keep looking. That was the best one I could find, but I'll keep looking. Meanwhile, let's see. Oh, let me take down the timer. Yeah, no, that's okay. I appreciate the help. Sorry, I didn't mean to hide that quick. I gotta fix my intermission clock right now. You know, I wish I could get everything, but I don't know. I just figured hockey was underserved. You get a little... I guess I didn't realize what... It just stinks that you don't get, like, access to ESPN stuff. I'm glad that I get these ESPN Hulu plus Hulu games, but why I can't get the ESPN... But they want you to pay that $29.99 a month. But I don't think you could do it last year either. All right, Knights have it over the red line. Bowman to the far circle, right to the slot. That shot is wide. And up the near boards. Hawks get it to the far side. Ooh, immediately hit. And Knights take it over. Stolen by Bedard. To the far board. Sent in. Looking to the slot. Drop pass down low. Bedard behind the net. And Knights skated out over the blue line. How were they not offsides? They were. All right. Well, shoot. Still 8-8 shots on goal and 1-1. 19:08 to go after the Knights were offside. Oh, no problem. Thanks for the help. Yeah, I'll take a look second intermission and see. Behind the net to the far boards. And now taken behind their own net for Vegas. That was White Cloud. Boy, I hadn't called White Cloud's name all night. Into the near boards. Behind the net, that's Dorofeev. Haven't called his name all night either. Turbo takes it away. Gets it to Dickinson, who flips it on end. But there's White Cloud for Vegas. Vegas skates it in to the near circle, right outside the crease. Saad got his stick tied up, and he gets it back to the blue line. White Cloud pass to the slot. Hurdle to the blue line. Shot wide into the near corner. Battle for the puck. Sent to, let's see. All right, finally, Mikheyev gets it in the near circle. The Hawks skated out. I believe it's Nazar. His pass to Moore is deflected. White Cloud dumps it in from the red line. Under 18 to go in the middle period. Now under 12:45. Wraparound by Stone goes through the crease, luckily for the Hawks. Sent to the blue line and out. And somebody lost an edge and flipped it to center ice. I believe that was Korzak. Now we got a whistle at 17:27. Yeah, Stone's wraparound went right through the crease and went to shoot, what's that guy from Toronto's name? Mitch Marner, but only 8. No, now it's 9-8 shots on goal, Vegas. All right, back underway. Hawks send it to the red line. Bertuzzi loses it. And Vegas knocks it out. Oh, Colton Dock. He's wearing 34. I think he switched numbers. I want to say he was like a 28 or something last year. I didn't know he had switched. Stone passes it to the slot. Puck goes wide. Levshunov ties up the Knight. Marner's shot from the slot is blocked into the near corner. Marner backhand or behind the back pass to Stone. Nice shot. Good save, I think, by Knight. Yeah, it's 10-8. Behind the net again. Man, the Hawks cannot keep it out of their zone, their own end. White Cloud passed it. Marner to the near circle. Back to White Cloud. Long shot. Big rebound and a nice glove save by Spencer Knight to keep it 1-1. Wow. That was an incredible save by Knight to keep it 1-1. He gave up a big rebound, and off the rebound, a point-blank shot, and he got his glove up. It was a long... it was Kolsar with the Johnny on the spot on the rebound and almost buried it by Knight glove side high. But Knight said, look what I found. Near circle draw. 12-8 shots on goal. Vegas 4-0 this period. Dumped in by White Cloud all the way to the far circle and sent out. I don't think that was Crevier. I guess it must have been. All right, at any rate, Vegas counters into the near boards. Sissons to the slot, and that was or to the crease. That was deflected wide by Kolsar. Hawks send it around into the far boards. Donato, or no. Oh, right outside the crease. They just missed. Vlasic down low. And behind the net, White Cloud tries to get it out of there. Bedard in the far corner. And Vegas cleared it, but this is going to be icing at 15:24. 1-1 and 12-8 shots on goal. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that I got these games. Like, I kind of, I mean, I've done ESPN Plus games off, it's Hulu and ESPN Plus, but I just assumed I got blacked out for the Hawks, and I was wrong. And I don't know if I missed out on any, but, got a couple opportunities here. There was one last week, 2 this week, and I think 1 next week. And I could do the one next week. I probably wouldn't have done the one last week. So it was probably 7. All right. Back to the game. Carried in by Eichel behind the net. Near corner. And I think it got deflected into the stands. Or no, we got a penalty coming up. Might be on the Hawks. Hawks actually got a shot on goal this period. Rinzel holding. So the Knights head to their first power play. All right. Sam Rinzel. I saw him a little bit late last year. He's good. He's fast. He's good. Yep, completely had Eichel wrapped up behind the net. Draw controlled by Vegas. Marner to the far circle. Down low. Back to now back to Marner at the point. Near circle. Dorofeyev down low for Stone behind the net. Eichel in the far circle. Stone centered it. Hurdle to Dorofeyev, and he missed. I think he had Knight beaten top shelf, glove side high, but he missed it. Dorofeyev, another blast. Big rebound. I don't know how Vegas didn't score there either. Hurdle back to the blue line to Eichel. 14:20 to go, second period. Dorofeyev in the near circle. Behind the net, Stone. Far circle, Eichel. Blue line, Marner. Backhander back to Eichel. Down low, Stone. Pass to Marner. It's deflected to Dorofeyev. Stone behind the net. Dorofeyev. Marner shot blocked. Finally, Turbo clears it down the length of the ice. Both teams probably getting some line changes. 50 seconds to go on the power play. Marner drop pass back to Eichel. Carries it into the zone. Picked up by Dorofeyev. No, Dorofeyev couldn't hang on to it. Stone, though. Near circle. Into the near corner. Behind the net. Eichel. Pass picked off. Hawks have a 2-on-1. Dickinson and Mikheyev. To Mikheyev. Backhander's wide, and he got tripped. Maybe by the goalie or a defender at 13-17 because it was outside the crease. Let's hear the call. So it should be 4-on-4 and then a Hawk power play. Yep, Carter Hart with the trip. So who's serving it for Vegas? Kaiser made a nice save. It wasn't Spencer Knight. Dorofeyev should have had a goal if not for Kaiser. And then, it hit the outside of the post. Crevier got high-sticked, and they missed the call, too. What are these refs watching? Yeah, what a dirty trick. Carter Hart just stuck out his leg and tripped Mikheyev. So Dorofeyev will serve it. Oh, man, I need any more reasons to hate your guts, you moron. What a jerk. All right, 4-on-4 for 19 seconds. And then we'll have a Hawk power play. Knights send it to the red line. Carry it into the zone. I think is that Marner? It's hard to see. Wrapper to the slot shot wide into the near boards. And out. Hawks on a power play now. 5-on-4, man advantage. 12:48 to go, middle period. All right, under a minute and a half to go on the power play for the Hawks. Nazar gets knocked down. Knights have it in their own end and clear it down the length of the ice. Probably Theodore on the clear, yeah. Knight plays it to Levshunov. Levshunov off the boards. Bertuzzi can't handle it. Dumped in again by Vegas at the red line. Levshunov behind the Chicago net. Burakovsky to the right wing area. Nazar loses it into the far corner. Hannafin loses it. Nazar trying to pass it out of there. Back to the blue line. Levshunov. Near circle. Burakovsky. Bedard in the far circle. Drop pass. Levshunov. Shot. Blocker save into the near corner. Bertuzzi there. Nazar. Back to the blue line. Burakovsky. Levshunov. Bedard. Far circle. Centering pass. Nazar. Near circle shot. Saved by Hart. And it goes around to the blue line. Bedard keeps it in. Near circle. Burakovsky to Bedard. Near circle. Cross ice pass, far circle, off the boards. Bertuzzi back to Levshinov. He has to dump it in behind the net. Nazar. Centering pass gets through. Blast is blocked into the far corner net at 11:15. Penalty over. 12-11 shots on goal. Oh, that was a... Yeah, he blocked it with the the blocker. He had a couple blocker saves, and one of them he just backhand punched the puck as it was about to go by him. Carter Hart. 12-11. All right, let's check in on the rest of the league again. Caps get the first goal. Boo. Late in the first period. Wilson 16th. Power play from Leonard and Ovechkin. 14:50. 1-0 Caps over the Kings in L.A. Wild still up on the Oilers. 1-0 in Edmonton. First period goal. They have they got 7:32 to go. Avalanche still up 3-1 on the Canucks, only 2:25 to go. Oh, man. Excuse me. Just waiting to see if... all right, yep, Caps and Kings, first intermission. All right, we'll check back in with those later. Hawks are now 0 for 3 on the power play. Knights are 0 for 1. All right. Not quite halfway through the game. Oh, wonderful. They're advertising for the NFL or NHL shop, and they missed the draw. Pass doesn't get through. Vegas gets it out of their own end. Hawks, let's see, along the near boards. Dumped in by Kolsar. Hawks take it behind the Chicago net and flip it up. In their own end, that is, who is that? Hutton. I keep blanking on Hutton's name. Now the Hawks dump it in. Dickinson to the far corner. Scooped up. I think Hutton again. To the near boards. Gets by, and that... Okay, I was say that's got to be icing. Nobody touched that at 10:31, so the draw will be back in Vegas' end. All right, they're isolating on Crevier of the Hawks, number 46. Well, we had fireworks early in the game. 2 goals in the first minute 23, and now nothing since then. All right, far circle draw in the Knights' end. Bedard controls it after the draw. Pass gets to Vlasic. Shot blocked. Rebound shot is saved into the near corner. I think that was Burakovsky on the shot. Back to the blue line. Shot. Big rebound into the far circle. Shot. Puck comes loose to the side of the net. Now the other side, and then it's frozen by Carter Hart at 10:08. 12-12 shots on goal. Hawks had some golden opportunities there on rebounds. Couldn't get a stick on it. Good block shot by Vegas as well. All right. Face off, near circle for the Knights. Won by the Hawks. Vlasic's shot taken behind the net by Doc. Doc can't get it out of the far corner, though, and the Knights get it to the near circle and dump it. Was that Bowman that dumped it, or maybe? All right, Hawks up the near boards. Pass to Mikheyev. He dumps it in to the far corner. Big hit by Doc. Oh, I thought Mikheyev was going to wrap around. Maybe that was Turbo. Shot by Vlasic is wide. Taken by Donato. Shot from the slot. Blocked out of the zone. Knights counter. Bowman, I believe. No, that's 49. That's Barbashev. Doc takes it over. 2-on-2. And he dumps it in. Hart plays it to the far corner. Up the far boards. Barbashev. They get it over to the near boards. Dumped in. And they peel off for a line change. Hawks take it over. Rinzel gets it to Bertuzzi, who dumps it in. It comes right through the crease, off the boards. Hawks couldn't get to the rebound. Knights pass, and White Cloud's pass gets rejected. Hart comes out to play it. Puck got away. It's in the net. The Hawks have the lead. No idea what happened there, but Carter Hart was way out of the net, and the Hawks put it in the back of the net. And it's 2-1 Chicago at 8:38. Looks like Bertuzzi gets the goal. His 14th. So Hart came way out of the net at the slot, and the rebound attempt went in. It went off the post. It tipped off of Bertuzzi, got it. It hit Hart's pad, and then it hit the side of the net and went in. I mean, I guess it wasn't off the post. It had already crossed the line and off the netting. It looked like it went off the post, but it didn't. It was already in the net. Wow. I don't know what Hart was doing trying to play the puck. He was literally between these little lines in the slot, and Bertuzzi made him pay. And I think it will be Bertuzzi unassisted. 2-1 Chicago. Let's go. Oh, what's the challenge? All right, Vegas challenge. Are they trying to say they were offsides? They weren't. Hawks weren't offsides. Oh, no. Does he tag up? Oh, okay. It looked like Bertuzzi. Yes, penalty on Vegas. All right, so Bertuzzi got his left skate on the blue line to tag up before he jumped on the loose puck, and Vegas thought he didn't, and now they're going to have to go and kill a power play. Wow. Who's serving it, though? And it's going to be Dorofeyev. Not only do they keep the 2-1 lead, they also head to the power play. Huge turning point. Yeah, I can see why they challenged it. It was kind of worth it, but that was a relatively quick review. Gotta love that they've got a discount liquor store with advertisement behind the penalty box or the sin bin. Shot, shoulder save or blocker save. Knights get it out of their own end. Hawks are 0 for 3 on the power play with 3 shots. They may have registered the 4th. Oh, another penalty. Who is this on at 8:16? Are we going 4-on-4? I guess Nazar got a penalty. Damn it. Nazar gets a hooking call, and they got a lawyer in the visitor's sin bin. Oh, boy. Yeah, so Bedard got a shot. Big rebound, and Vegas countered. And then I guess Nazar hooked in the near corner. He didn't have a stick. I don't know about that one. I guess they say he hooked Sissons. All right. Vlasic shot near post, goes high. Kept in at the blue line for the Hawks. Bedard to the far circle. They get it to, nope. Vegas has it in their own end. Theodore, oh, that pass gets blocked by Bedard. Scooped up by Eichel, I believe. Cross-ice pass. McNabb. Stone has it at the red line. Stone loses it, but they get it to Eichel. Near circle shot. And a save and frozen puck by Spencer Knight. 83 miles per hour by Eichel on the last rocket. 15-13 shots on goal, Chicago. Oh, Vlasic hit the crossbar. It was high, but just a little bit high. Oh my gosh, could have been 3-1. He had Carter Hart beat, and it just went off the bar. Oh my gosh, unbelievable. So still 4-on-4 for 47 seconds. Then Vegas will have a brief 22-second power play, I think. Oh, man. Unbelievable. What a game so far, though. This has been entertaining. I don't know. Thinking I like the Western Conference better, their games. For the most part. There's a couple teams that are sleepers, but you know, like, I don't know. Mammoth are struggling right now. Obviously, the Flames early on, their games were pretty bad. Nashville's doing terrible, although they did win tonight finally, so I can't complain too much. Mammoth are struggling right now. Oh, gotta mute that. Sorry about that. If you're watching and you like what we're doing here, please do consider hitting like on the video. And if you haven't already, do hit subscribe. If you could do me a favor, doing one or both does help with getting the channel recommended, and it also will help grow the channel. And I thank you for your support. As we are just over halfway through the game, 7:25 to go, middle period. Still got some time, 47 seconds on the 4-on-4. The Knights tried to challenge the Hawks' last goal for offsides. They failed on their challenge, so they had a penalty. Hawks are the third youngest roster in the NHL, average age 26.7. All right, puck gets loose to the far circle. Back to the blue line and out. White Cloud passes to the far side. I think that's Mitch Marner with him. Pass to White Cloud. His dump in gets deflected out of the zone. Hannafin has it in front of his own net. Now to White Cloud. Back to Hannafin. Hurdle sends it backwards. Yeah, that is Marner. Marner carries it in. Taken over by Rinzel. Battle in the far corner. Sent behind the Chicago net. Up the near boards. Turbo has it. Pass to the far circle. Lost it. And McNabb sends it out to Marner. Vegas on a brief power play. Dorofeyev with the puck. Theodore from the point. Big rebound off the side of the net. Behind the net, Dorofeyev battling with Kaiser. Hurdle sends it to the slot. Shot by Marner. Must have been off the bar and then went out of play because the ref was, going safe. No goal. And again, Vlasic hit the bar earlier. Let's see what they have here on this replay. What's the shot? 16-15. So this one goes to the point in the slot, and then hit the crossbar. So both teams have hit the crossbar in the last few minutes. That's why he put his hands out. All right. Far circle draw. 2 shots last power play for Vegas. Then they kicked out Eichel from the draw. Barbashev will step in. Face off. Nazar wins it. Kaiser behind the net. Can't get it out. Pass by Moore. Now they clear it. Behind the net is Hart. Into the near boards. Bowman cross-ice pass. Dumped in. Knight steers it to the near corner. Kaiser has it. Up the near boards. Over the red line. Lost the puck. Taken over by Eichel. Into the near. That's Barbashev. Drop pass. Eichel. His shot is blocked. Into the near circle. Moore loses it. Sent out to Moore. Moore dumps it in from the red line. And behind his own net, looks like White Cloud waiting for a line change. Or now he skates it out. Passes to the near circle. Hawks knock it into the near boards. Counter play. Donato 1-on-1. 2-on-2. Drop pass. Taken over by Vegas. Hanifin passes it ahead. Scooped up by the Hawks in their own end. Vlasic off the near boards to Donato. Into the far corner. Battle for the puck behind the Vegas net. Mikheyev is there. Back to the blue line. Blast. Did it get through? Puck is loose. Then taken out by the near circle or far circle. Dumped in from the red line in front of the Vegas bench. Big hit behind the Hawks net. Vlasic absorbs it. Doc flips it to the red line. Donato has it. Cross-ice pass to Levshinov. Return pass to the far circle. Oh, it's knocked away. Was that Doro? No, I can't tell what number that is. Into the slot. Shot by Saad is blocked or saved into the far corner. Who's 48? Grzelcyk on the Hawks out there for defense. Battle in the far corner. 4 minutes remaining in the middle period. Behind the net, Bedard trying to tie up. That might be Doro. I can't see. Is that Hurdle? Back to the blue line. White Cloud over. Long shot into the near corner. Hurdle behind the net. Thought about a wraparound. Far circle shot. Big rebound, but Knight with the save. Hawks counter and dump it in. Burakovsky dumped it into the near corner. Hurdle is there as well. Thank you. White Cloud gets it in the near corner. And centered. Hawks have it. Far circle, Bedard. Blocked into the near boards. Kaiser sends it around the net. Bedard scoops it up. Far circle shot, and it goes through everything to the near boards. Kaiser gets it to, let's see, now to the far side. Shot in the crease. They bowl over the goalie. The ref is saying no goal, but somebody knocked over Carter Hart, and he managed to keep it out of the net. It says 18-15 shots on goal. Got to imagine we haven't had the under 10. So Bertuzzi's goal, taking advantage of Carter Hart's mistake is the difference here, 2-1. Let's check if we got any other finals. All right. 2:56 to go. Hawks are up 18-15 on shots and 2-1 in goals. Capitals 1, Kings nothing. They're about to start the second period. All right, we got our other final. Excuse me, Wild 1, Oilers 0 in Edmonton. Excuse me, shutout for Minnesota. Avalanche at home in Denver, 3-1 over the Canucks. They did trail 1-0. Predators 5-1 over the Flames in Nashville. Florida loses at home to Toronto, 4-1. Leafs over the Panthers. At MSG, Rangers 3-2 winners over the Stars in overtime. Islanders win in New York as well, 2-1 over the Lightning. As heard on Sinbin Stream, in Detroit, Red Wings hang on 5-4 over the Bruins. Bruins' last goal was with like 11 seconds. Senators win in Montreal 5-2. That catches you up on the scoreboard. Just underway in the second period for Kings Caps. That was a 9:30, 9:40 start. All right, let's make sure it's live after all the commercials. Appears to be. All right, good one. I mean, this has been, this game started out fast. This middle period has been pretty exciting. Still a long way to go. 2:56 in the second. Thanks for being here. Face off. Vegas behind their own net. Stone passes. Carried over the red line and dumped in. Knight plays it into the near board. Centering pass. Shot. Big rebound and off a stick of the Hawks and in. What on earth was that? Oh my gosh, it looked like they could have stopped it, but the defenseman tipped it in his own net. Both goals by the Knights have been own goals by the Hawks defense. What happened here? Yeah, it was wide. I don't even know if Knight made the first assist. Hutton's shot might have been deflected off of Grzelcyk and in. Looked like it was going to be wide. Oh, it hit Knight's skate and then hit Grzelcyk. So he did make the save. And then, yeah, so both Knights goals have gone in off of a Hawks defender and in. Ben Hutton's third of the year. Well, we're all tied. 2:22 in the second. And it's 2-2. Deuce is wild. Oh, brother. All right, well, game on. Dumped in by the Hawks. Yeah, you weren't probably going to win 2-1 anyways, so. You're going to need at least 3 or more to win this game. Crevier sends it behind the net to Mikheyev. Wraparound got saved. And in the near board, sent out to the red line. Hawks dump it right back in. And it's played around to the far boards. Sent into the far corner. Back to the far boards. It's picked off by Doc into the far circle. Behind the net. Into the near circle. Back to the blue line. Shot by Kaiser. May have been blocked. Chipped up into the air. And the Hawks defense counters. Is Mikheyev out there with Kaiser? I think so. Bertuzzi couldn't handle it. And it looked like Evan Stone iced it, but it's short of icing. And Mikheyev Levchinov picks it off. Doc to probably Donato. Yep, he sent it in. Played up the near boards by Vegas. Pass. All right. Vegas counters, sends it up the far boards and down the length of the ice. Apparently tipped. And I think that was Kaiser who sent it all the way down. Bertuzzi trying to get there, but picked off by White Cloud. Up the far boards and out. Over the red line into the ozone. He has Eichel with him. And into the far corner. They get it to Eichel. Eichel comes to the crease. Shot. Big save off a Bowman's stick for Vegas. And let's see. Battle behind the net by Barbashev. Puck gets loose into the far circle. Taken by the Hawks. Pass off the stick into the near corner. Hawks play it in the near boards. Finally pass it to the blue line. Long, that shot is blocked off the stick of Murph by Barbashev. And, that's the end of the second. That's what the whistle's for. All right. 2-2. After 2. We have 20 minutes to go. Ooh. Hawks are, yeah. They were showing the first goal. Okay. Yeah, both goals have gone off of Hawks defensemen and into the net, so just tough breaks on defense for Chicago. All right, let's check the poll. 19 votes, 84% for the Hawks, 16% for the Knights. I guess a lot of Hawks fans are Knights haters, I guess. Got the countdown clock going. I can't remember if I did it, but here's Bertuzzi's goal. You'll see Carter Hart comes way out of the net. Yeah, it's deflected, and that's what they reviewed, if Bertuzzi tagged up, and he did. And it just flipped. It flipped off of Carter Hart's pad and went into the net. We'll watch it again, because watch for Bertuzzi to just barely get his left skate. Well, I mean, that's not going to show up, but he'll barely tag up on the blue line off this turnover. Yeah, Carter Hart came way out of the net and wasn't okay. Ben Hutton's, it'll deflect off of Hawk on the side of the net. He'll send it from the slot area. They're just inside the blue line. Yep, just another unfortunate break for the Hawks defense. 2 penalties on each team in the second period. One of them unsuccessful challenge on whether or not Bertuzzi was onside. 18-17 shots on goal for the Hawks. 2-2 on the scoreboard. Hawks 18 faceoffs won, 16 Vegas. 0 for 4 on the power play. Hawks 0 for 2. Vegas 13-3 hits Vegas. 10-8 block shots Vegas. 9-6 giveaways Chicago. 3-3 takeaways. Game 1 of the 3-game series. Game 2 in Chicago January 4th. Game 3 in Vegas March 14th. All right, Capitals still up 1-0 on the Kings in LA. 14:59 in the second. Tom Wilson 16th. Let's get the timer up there. Here's what's coming up. Hockey at 6 and 9. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday, we'll do a men's college basketball game. Easy for me to say. Two ranked teams. Purdue was number 1. Iowa's like 10, I think, or something. Iowa State, pardon me. At 11 a.m. Central. And then we'll finish the night with Jets Oilers at 9. Sunday, no hockey. Couldn't work it around the Bears Packers. I think because the Hawks are the late game and I won't have them. 3:25 late start in Green Bay. And then 8 o'clock men's college basketball. North Florida against ranked Gonzaga in Spokane, Washington. I'll look around at the schedule, see if there's anything else. But I think that's all the best game I could find on ESPN+. All right, please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. I appreciate it. Do me a big favor, because doing one or both does help with getting the channel recommended and helps grow the channel as well. Thanks for everybody who has already done it. And as a return viewer, got 7 likes, picked up a couple subs tonight. Thank you for your support. Hope you enjoy the live stream. Any questions or comments, feedback, criticisms, critiques, whatever, what have you, just put it in the chat, or if you think of something after the game, just let me know in a comment. All right, I think I'm going to take a quick break. I will cue up some music. Yeah, losing the voice a little bit. Got to get a Ricola. Could go with some short songs, but let's go with a couple long ones in case. Excuse me. All right, we'll go with some Track Tribe. All right, be right back. Thanks. Alright, we are back. Kill the music. Whoops. There we go. Pardon the Ricola. Forgot to put it in earlier. Excuse me. All right, 2-2 after 2. Still 20 minutes to go. We still got time here in this intermission. Let's see, is that live? Muted? Yep, okay. Oh, shoot. The horn may have been louder than I intended. I forgot to turn it down. Oh, crap. Music might have been a little too loud. I don't normally play it that loud. Sorry. Recorded Tecmo Super Bowl today and turned it up for the game and forgot to turn it back down. My bad. All right, so if you hadn't heard, we'll go through the scores again for the NHL tonight. In Edmonton, Wild blanked the Oilers 1-0. In Denver, Colorado, Avalanche 3-1 over the Canucks. In Nashville, Preds 5-1 over the Flames. In Florida, Leafs 4-1 over the Panthers. A bit of a surprise there. In Madison Square Garden, the Rangers 3-2 over the Stars in overtime. Gavrikov's fifth at 109 into overtime from Panarin and Zibanejad. In Long Island, Islanders 2, Lightning 1. In Detroit, as seen on Sinbin Stream, 5-4 Red Wings over the Bruins. 2 late goals by the Bruins made it interesting, but too little too late. In Montreal, Senators 5-2 over the Canadiens. Kings tie it up. Kempe's ninth at 5:28 of the second. 9:01 to go in the second. Tied 1-1. Caps on a power play, though. All right, let's fix the time. Third period. Hawks are in white. They'll be going left to right this period. Spencer Knight in net. Vegas in their gold, going right to left. Carter Hart in net. First appearance since January of 2024. If you don't know about Carter Hart's story, you can Google it. Wasn't not enough evidence to convict him, apparently. All right, let's just take down the timer. All right. Should be getting underway momentarily. Still 18-17 shots on goal, Chicago. All right. Yeah, had some good saves, but also gave up some ugly goals. All right. Yeah, and both of the Vegas goals went in off of a Hawks defenseman, so a bit of luck on their side already. No more lucky goals for Vegas, please, tonight. Face-off one. McNabb passed it. They dumped it in. Hawks get it out of their own end, but we got a whistle already at 19:52. I guess Vegas was offsides. Make sure we're live. Should be. I don't think they get behind on their own games. All right, face off, and the Hawks send it up. Dump it in to the far corner. Kept in at the blue line. Shot, glove save by Hart at 19:37. 19-17 shots on goal, Chicago. Excuse me. Far face-off circle. And he's talking to Eichel. Still waiting. Face off. Control. Oh, on net to Hart around the near boards. Hawks flip it back in. And finally to the blue line. And Eichel sends it out off a skate. Nope, that's Crevier in the far boards. Sorry, that wasn't Eichel. At any rate, now the Hawks have it at the red line. Dump it in. It was Vlasic. Turbo missed it. That's Teravainen. Marner gets it over the red line and dumps it in for Vegas. Taken in behind the net. Murphy was there. Passed by Dickinson, blocked by Marner, taken over by Teravainen. Dickinson skates it in, no, he lost the puck. And Vegas sends it up and out. Pass to Stone. Far circle. Puck is behind the net now. Centering pass into the far corner. Kept in at the blue line by Whitecloud. Pass to Marner, deflected back. Hawks going for a change. Vegas going for a change. 20-17 shots on goal, Chicago. Nope, offside apparently on Vegas. There's a whistle at 18:13. I keep forgetting that green is 20. Oh, that was Green who got that quick shot off the draw. You couldn't see that from the broadcast camera. Green got a nice shot on goal. Good opportunity for the Hawks to break the tie. All right. Still waiting on this draw. They're showing Green on the bench. I don't know what there. They missed the draw. Vegas has it behind their own net, up the near boards. Or I'm sorry, that was the Hawks who had it. My bad. Hawks are in white going left to right. Vegas in gold going right to left. Behind the net, picked up by the Hawks. Kaiser off the near boards to the red line. Passed back in. Dorofeyev lost it. Bertuzzi to Oliver. Or no, not Oliver Moore. Sorry. First name. Yeah, Moore, number 11. Dumped in by Moore, and both teams went for a change. Vegas has it behind their own net. And is that... Oh, he lost it at the red line. Oh, Vegas got it back and tipped it in, but out into the neutral zone. McNabb sent it back. Now up the near boards, into the near circle, right outside the crease. A great pass. Almost a goal by Kolsar. And the Hawks got a break there. Ooh, big collision by Donato into McNabb. Up the near boards. Sent in again by the Hawks. They have to tag up. I think they're going for a line change. Looks like Vegas will get a change as well. Touch pass to Barbashev. He stick handles, and Knight puts it into the near boards. Green pass to the far side. Vlasic carries it in. Sends it behind the net. Back and out of the zone. Scooped up by Crevier, who sends it off the near boards. Hawks make a pass. Carry it in, Vlasic, but they were offside. At 16:09, still 20-17 shots on goal, Hawks. Boy, they're lucky Kolsar didn't bury this. I don't know if Grzelcyk, or however you say his name, and somebody else got in his way, but Kolsar was going to give Vegas the lead, it looked like. All right, they're zeroing in on Rinzel. Play is going on. I have no idea what's going on. Unbelievable, ESPN. Hawks dumped it in, apparently. Pass dumped in by Vegas. Knight steers it into the near corner. Murph couldn't get it out, though. Behind the net, Vegas. Centering pass to the far circle. That almost went in. Good save by Knight. And Vegas, Marner behind the net. Tried to wrap around but fell. I don't see the ref doesn't have his arm up. No penalty. Stone couldn't get a stick on it. Theodore at the blue line. That shot is blocked into the near corner. McNabb got it poked away. They got it away from Marner. Bedard on a one-on-one with Theodore into the near circle. Shot, he scores! Under the bar. Into the far corner. Over the blocker side. High. Past, Carter Hart. With 15:15 to go. Great individual effort by Bedard. Just had Theodore to beat. He had a one-on-one with Theodore. He went from all the way to the near circle and just buried it. Just under the bar, just inside the, oh my gosh, top shelf. Nothing Carter Hart could do. Theodore couldn't block it. Great pass to spring Bedard. That was a great pass by Burakovsky, and Green got the other assist. Bedard's 17th goal on the season. So we approach 15 minutes to go. Hart behind his net. Vegas battling. 38 points for Bedard, third in the NHL. Yeah, behind McKinnon and probably Celebrini. Hurdle falls down in front of the Vegas net. Hawks have the puck. Far circle shot. Big rebound. Oh, Levshunov couldn't handle the rebound. They get it to Dickinson in the near circle. Mikheyev gets hit. It's behind the Vegas net. Mikheyev tries to send it to Levshunov in the near circle. Levshunov to Mikheyev. He touches it to the far boards. Vegas has it, and they will skate it out of their own end. 22-18 shots on goal, Hawks. Behind the net, Kaiser waiting. Probably the Hawks getting a line change. 14 minutes to go in the third. Excuse me. Kaiser passes to Levshunov. Puck gets away. Oof, Moore just gets it out. Bertuzzi along the boards dumps it in. I think that was White Cloud who sent it around. Vegas counters. Hannafin to the far behind the net. I think that was Hannafin. Bertuzzi sends it up into the air. Knocked down by Hannafin. Eichel couldn't get it. Vlasic, far circle, off the boards behind the net. Picked up by Barbashev. His pass and Eichel steers it on net, and it's frozen by Spencer Knight at 13-14. What a goal by Bedard, though. It just ripped it just under the crossbar, top shelf, far post, or just inside the far post as well. See if they do have it. Great pass by Burakovsky off the boards, or from the near boards to spring Bedard. All he had was Theodore to beat. He goes around him into the near circle and rips it past Carter Hart for the third goal for the Hawks and the lead for the Hawks with 4:45 into the third, meaning 15-15 to go. We're at 13-14 to go now. And we have the under 14 media timeout. Let's check in on Los Angeles. Capitals 1, Kings 1, 54 seconds to go in the second. What is this an ad for? Chick-fil-A? All right. What a great shot by Bedard, though. If you get a chance, look up the replay. It's worth it. Just an incredible move around Theodore and just an absolute blast of a shot. Hart with no chance to save it. All right. Let's make sure we're live after these ads. Why are we talking about the Hockey Hall of Fame? It's big, I guess, because it's Duncan Keith and they're doing a Blackhawks game. I don't know. All right, near circle draw on the Hawks end. Hurdle wins it. Blast was wide into the far corner. Hawks get it out. Doc sends it up, but Vegas already countering at the red line. Hurdle over the blue line. He gets hit. Kept in by Saad. That shot was on goal. Big rebound and steered aside on the rebound shot as well by Knight. Knocked into the boards, and Levshunov has it. Boy, this camera operator, just don't anticipate. Follow the puck. And that puck is knocked into the bench area at 12:40. Pretty good opportunities here by Vegas this last possession of the puck as they replay the Bedard goal again. Yeah, he's off to a much faster start than he was his first two seasons. He had 40 points combined in those first two seasons through like 26 games, and now he has 38 this year. Shot from just outside the far circle. I don't know if that was saved or deflected into the near boards. Pass off the far boards. Eichel couldn't get there. Hawks have it in front of the Vegas bench. Somebody fell down right at the feet of Bowman, and it's sent behind the net to Knight. Taken out of there by Levshunov and dumped in from the red line. And that is Hart behind his net to the near boards. Kept in by Levshunov at the blue line. A shot, and Hart didn't know where it was, and he froze it at his, just in front of his knees. Only 23 shots for the Hawks. I thought they had more than that, but 19 for Vegas. I don't know, thought they did as well too. "17 goals, most by Chicago player in first 26 games since 98-99, Tony Amante. Wow. It's been 25 years since had somebody on this pace. Somebody got kicked out of the draw for Vegas. Looks like Marner steps in. Against Bertuzzi? No, it's Nazar. Why were they doing a Bertuzzi graphic? Flipped up into the air and into the zone, into the near corner. Moore sends it around, far corner. Hawks get it out. Nazar over the red line. Moore has it. He gets hit. Nazar behind the net, but Vegas makes a pass. They counter, lose the puck at the red line. Hannafin, man, he's all over the place. To the far corner. They tried to get it to Stone, but Bertuzzi passes. Moore splits the defense into the slot. He whiffed on the shot, and we've got a Vegas penalty coming up. And it was a breakaway. I suppose there's an outside chance it's a penalty shot, but I think it's not going to be one. Why do they keep showing the cross-ice camera view? Looks like a slash. All right, White Cloud / Nazar, 8:45. So the Hawks go on the power play. They need to get some shots on goal here. They gotta try to push to get to this fourth goal and not just sit back on this 1-goal lead, 3-2. They have struggled on the power play. Hey, Piggy Wiggly. Thanks for being here. 3-2 Chicago. All right, we got Bedard out there, Levshinov, Burakovsky, Bertuzzi, Nazar. And the Golden Knights clear it. They have Saad out there. Who else is out there? Saad, Sissons, McNabb, and Theodore. Bedard in his own end, right up the middle, over the red line, into the near boards, drop pass to Nazar, cross-ice pass off the far corner boards, behind the net, cleared down the length of the ice by Vegas. Somehow they got a shot, and they took one away. So it's 23-20. Hawks, shots on goal, under 120. Levshinov dumps it in. Far corner, Bertuzzi to Bedard. Back to the blue line, and Levshinov wasn't there to keep it in. Burakovsky gets it to Levshinov. Bedard to Levshinov. And into the far corner, Nazar. And, oh, they tried to clear it. Levshinov kept it in. Bedard, near circle. Backhander. Levshinov shot goes blocked or wide to the far corner. Vegas has a 2-on-1. Far circle. That pass goes off the side of the net, I believe, and picked up by Burakovsky. And finally gets it to Levshinov. I'm sure both teams would like some changes. Stone harassing Levshinov. Oh, my gosh. And Vegas has it in the near boards. They trip. And luckily, Donato finally sends it. Green was offside. He had to get back out. And 8 seconds to go. Another terrible power play by the Hawks, by the way. Teravainen to Grelsic. And Green carries it over. We're back to 5-on-5 as White Cloud heads to the bench. Hurdle over to a defenseman. Cross-ice pass to Barbashev. How were they not offsides? Hurdle was way ahead. Play continues. Shot. And puck comes loose in front of the crease. And it's frozen by Spencer Knight at 8:49. There is no way Tomas Hurdle wasn't offsides there. Now they say 24-20 Hawk shots on goal. All right, we're at the under 10 media timeout. Everything I bet Vegas makes sure I don't win. What do you think the final score will be? I'll take 4-2 Hawks. Maybe they get an empty netter. Make the life easier. Vegas 2 goals were off a Hawks defenseman. I'm not saying, they couldn't still tie this up. But that's what I'm hoping for. Hawks either get the 4-2 or maybe get an empty netter. All right, well, we need to check in on LA. 1-1 after 2 periods. Kings will start the third with a power play for 105, 5-on-4 at man advantage. Yeah, again, would do anything to watch more Blackhawks, but I'm not going to pay $19.99 to see the Hawks when I can pay $12.99 to see everything but the Hawks and everything but TNT and NHL Network and the rare game that's actually on ESPN. But these games that are on ESPN and Hulu, I do get. There's no local coverage to be blacked out. So we'll try to do as many of these as we can. Was not aware that we did get these. I just assumed they were blacked out. All right. Currently, we've got 8:49 to go. $8:49 to go in third. Near circle draw. Hawks in the near boards. Send it out. Picked up by McNabb for Vegas. Pass to Barbashev. Deflected. Barbashev in the near corner. Centers it or sent it off a Knight from a tough angle. Excuse me. And Vegas recovers in their own end. Come on, Hawks. Don't just sit back on this 1-goal lead. Barbashev loses it. McNabb passes off the far boards. It gets away from Bowman. And behind his own net, Vlasic to the far boards. Cross-ice pass to Murph. Murphy dumps it in from the red line all the way into the far corner. Near corner, McNabb clears it. Barbashev pass deflected back into the near corner for Vegas. Now a pass to the far side. I think that's Hurdle. No, Stone who dumped it in. Bertuzzi in the far boards. It's 24-21 shots on goal. Hawks. And Marner stole it into the slot, knocked away. Bertuzzi out. Getting slashed. Stood up at the red line. No call. And Vegas takes it out of their own end. Now a drop pass as they get a line change. Pass up the near board or far boards make it. Hey, what about a too many men on the ice? It looked like Marner touched the puck and somebody had already jumped over. No call. Far corner. And Dickinson sends it behind the net. Scooped up by Theodore. No, that's not Theodore. That's Hutton. To the near boards. Dorofeyev springs Sod into the crease area. He couldn't get the shot off. Puck up in the air. Dorofeyev in the near corner. Sod back to the blue line. Hannafin's shot steered aside into the near corner. Under 6.5 to go in the third. Behind the net for Hurdle, but picked up and sent to the red line by the Hawks. Excuse me. Dorofeyev passes it. Dickinson is hurt. We got to stop clock at 6:18. Oh, boy. What happened? Did he get hit by the puck or a high stick that they missed? He's dabbing at his right eye. This doesn't look good. 24-23 shots on goal. Hawks, 6:18 to go. Dickinson heading straight to the locker room. And the officials are discussing things, whether or not there was a high stick. Haven't seen a replay yet. Oh, Levshunov got him. Oh. All right, no power play. It was friendly fire. Awesome. Hope his right eye is all right. Fudge. So Hawks will be forward short for the foreseeable future. And their assistant or associate captain. Yeah, center. Awesome. I hope 2-1 LA. I hope. All right. I cannot type for some reason. All right, back underway. Under 6 to go. In the near boards, glove down by Crevier. Shot was high, blocker save. Eichel up the far boards and into the far circle. Drop pass, shot high or wide to McNabb in the near corner. 23 all shots on goal. They took one away for the Hawks. Broken stick out there. Hawks clear it down the length of the ice, but not far enough for icing. Theodore picks it up around the net. Vegas on a line change. Looks like the Hawks probably as well. Pass on a diving attempt blocked by the Hawks. And back to the blue line, kept in by Hannafin for Vegas. Shot glove down by Murph behind the net for Vegas into the far corner. Excuse me. Pass to Hannafin to the near circle, near corner, behind the net. Hannafin to the far circle, cross ice pass, shot McNabb wide, and must have hit the netting behind the net at 4:45, or behind the goal, I meant. 23 shots on goal, 3-2 Hawks. And this must be the under 6 media timeout. Still Bedard, the only goal of the third period at 4:45. Just an outstanding shot. An individual play to get around Theodore and free himself up for a shot. All right, they still are at second intermission in LA. 1-1 Capitals and Kings. Wilson 16th in the first period. Kempe's 9th in the second period. That's where we stand. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not against gambling. I just don't do it and wouldn't know how to advise anybody either, but who I want to win, Hawks and Kings. Since I can watch more Kings games, rooting for the Kings, I'm not against the Hawks. Not happy with them for taking the over-the-air signal off, but won't see them often, so just when they're on Hulu and ESPN Plus, but not when they have a local, Chicago Sports Net coverage that gets blocked out, or NHL Network, or what else? TNT. Don't have that. Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. It would just make me so anxious. It would just put my anxiety through the roof. Again, not opposed to it. I get the appeal. Makes any game more interesting, but I can't personally do it. Hope you understand. Thanks, Antonio. Antonio Donald, or maybe it's Donald Antonio. All right, Vlasic in front of his own net, clears it. White Cloud gets it to, is that Hannafin? Dorofeyev now dumps it in. Near corner. Dorofeev battling for the puck. Hanifin at the blue line. Dorofeev, and now it's out. Hawks have it. Dump it in. Come on, do something. Mikheyev chases it. White Cloud scoops it up, and he sends it to the far corner and waits. Now Hanifin up the near boards. Cross-ice pass dumped in by Vegas to behind the net for Knight. Knight puts it in the far corner, but the Knights get it, and they send it to the near corner. 24-23 shots on goal. Vegas. Puck is into the far circle, picked up by Vegas. That would be Korzak. He has it in the far corner. Long pass ahead. And what was the call? Did it go into the bench area at 3:27? Well, let's take a look. Sorry, my eyes are a little itchy. All right. I guess it went into the bench area. Let's see where this draw is. There's no penalty. All right. It's just outside the Hawks zone on the far side in front of their bench. Vegas, well, they have to retreat to in front of the net to pick it up. Now it's behind the net. I would say that's Theodore trying to thread the needle to Eichel. It goes down the length of the ice for icing, though, at 3:13. So the Hawks will get a draw in the Vegas end. And the Hawks have a 100-year or 100 season or 100th season patch. Let's see. If I'm looking at them, I guess that's their right shoulder or right, yeah. Because the A for Bedard is on his left. Face off. McNabb sends it behind the net. Sent to the blue line. Now pass picked off. They were trying to get the hurdle. Bertuzzi sends it around the boards to Moore, who sends it right back. Bertuzzi in the near corner. Back to, centering pass, a pretty good shot on goal. A big rebound in front of the net. Oh, my gosh, how did they not score? They had it right outside the crease, and nobody could put it up and into the net. Oh, man, the Knights fortunate on that exchange. Eichel, long pass ahead, shot. Oh, my gosh, how did they scored? Damn it, we're tied. 3-3. Oh, I knew they needed to get the fourth goal. They couldn't just sit back. This lead was not going to hold. At 2:28 to go. I don't know how they didn't score on that end. And then Bertuzzi lost his stick in the boards. It got stuck. Knight did everything he could. He made 2 point-blank saves. Almost made a third. He had a kick save, and it went off into the net. I mean, that's not Knight's fault. Are the Hawks looking at anything to challenge? It was Bowman on the goal from Theodore. Nope, we're at the draw. Gosh darn it. Face off, one, and dumped in by Vegas. Kaiser in the near corner. Can't get it away. Marner has it, shoots wide. Man, the Hawks, come on. What was that? Picked up into the near boards. And offsides or a penalty? Or what was this call? Icing on the Hawks? How? Marner missed it wide, or it got blocked wide. Kaiser made a diving block. Unbelievable. Kaiser made the turnover, but he recovered in time. Do we have a... Yeah, we got a... No. Oh, come on. They showed behind the bench, and I thought it was the penalty box. 26-25 shots on goal. How was that icing on Chicago? At any rate, Vegas has it. Under 2 minutes to go. 26-25 shots on goal, all tied up at 3. Vegas just, I don't know. Hawks are getting a line change. Vegas finally skates it out of their own end. Hannafin dumps it in from the red line. Far corner. Kaiser behind the net. Up the near boards. Dickinson couldn't get there. Dumped in by Vegas. Did anybody touch that? Apparently. Murphy takes it. Passes. Kaiser sends it. Another icing on the Hawks. Should have tried to send it off of one of the Knights who was making a line change for the too many men on the ice penalty. Yeah, Theodore made a good pass, good shot. Bowman. So Theodore had a shot. Bowman had 1-2 and banked it in off of his leg, I think. I mean, there was nothing Spencer Knight could do. He almost made 3 straight point-blank saves. Just third one went in and off of his leg. 1:11 to go in the third. Out. Nope. Finally out. Turbo got it out. Turbo loses it. Maybe Dickinson lost it. Kaiser has it, sends it up the far boards, down the length of the ice, and another icing on the Hawks. What are we doing? 53.1. We must have a Knight fan. Congrats. Angel Rosamando. Sorry, Antonio Donald. Oof, says Alex. Yep. 53.1 to go. Face-off 1. Vegas shot from the blue line. Blocked. Loose in the slot. Finally, the Hawks get it out of their own end. Turbo tries to dump it in. It goes nowhere. He gloves it down. Cross-ice pass. Green shot. I think was blocked into the near boards. Wait. What was that call at 32.3? We got a whistle. Did they say it went into the netting? Well, it looks like it'll be a draw in Vegas's end, finally. All right, they took a shot away from Vegas. We're 25-25. All right, Bedard is out there. As they zoom in on his face. I think he's taking the draw. No, it's Donato Eichel. Bedard had it after the draw, but now Vegas skates it out. Off the far boards. Eichel catches up to it. Far circle. Wide into the near boards. McNabb keeps it in. Back to Theodore. Shot. Saved. Outside the crease. Knight on his belly, and he makes a save or freezes it. Unbelievable. You know, if it weren't for his own defenseman, Hawks would still be up 3-1 without it going in off of them. Good, quick swipe of the glove to freeze that puck. And he got tripped. That should have been goaltender interference. That should have been a penalty. If any goal had happened, the Hawks would have been easily challenging that. But how is that not a penalty? He literally got tripped by a skate. That's why he was down. What are these refs watching? That'll do it on the third period. So the Hawks pick up a point on the road, and we will head to free hockey overtime. Unfortunately, the Hawks choked away a 3-2 lead, but they weren't aggressive enough to go after that fourth goal. All right, thanks everybody for being here. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. If so, if you could do me a favor, hit like on the video. Consider hitting subscribe to Sin Bin Stream. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel recommended and will also help grow the channel, and I thank you all for your support, new and returning viewers, and especially thanks to everybody in the chat. Helps keep it, more interesting. Lets me know I'm not just talking to myself. Man, 2 goals for the Knights go in off of Hawks defenseman, and then the third one off of Knight's leg into the net after he had made 2 point-blank saves. Hawks are 1-4 in OT. Knights are 1-6. I guess we could still go to a shootout. All right, don't know who's going out for the 3-on-3. NHL.com is 0 help. 25. Oh, they took a shot away for the Hawks, so 25-24. Vegas. That's right. They switch ends, so the Hawks will be in white going right to left. Vegas will be in gold going left to right. Must be doing a little bit of ice repair because they've got a bin out there. Excuse me. All right. Oh, I forgot that their interim coach was still an assistant coach. I just didn't remember that. Carter Hart hasn't had an overtime game since 2023, like December, I guess. Yeah. Again, if you don't know why he was out for almost 2 years, you can Google Carter Hart, and it won't be difficult. Not enough evidence to prove. Excuse me. Hawks have Bedard, Vlasic, and Green. Bedard skates it in. Vlasic has it. He'll peel back out. 4:45 in overtime. Green to Vlasic. Vlasic to Bedard over the red line into the O-zone. Far circle. Centering pass to Green. Near circle. Drop pass to Vlasic. Near circle. Peels back to the blue line to Bedard into the slot. Pass down low for Green. Wide open. Shot saved by Hart. Behind the net. Vegas has it. Eichel. He has Stone out there with him. Not sure who the defender is. Stone into his pass goes off of Eichel's stick and they clear it. Who's out there with him? Hannafin, I guess. It is. Okay, Hannafin. 26-25 shots on goal. According to TV, but that is not what NHL.com has. They have 26-24. Hannafin retreats again. He sends it to Hart. Hart plays it behind the net, and Mitch Marner picks it up. Pass to Hannafin, near boards. Marner passes to Howden into the near boards. Center to the slot. Hannafin shot wide into the near, or blocked wide. Frankie Nazar picks it up. Line change. And Burakovsky has it. Gets it back to Grzelcyk. Burakovsky into the near circle. Pass to Grzelcyk. Oh my gosh, follow the puck. Moore has it. Far circle, shot. Big save by Hart. Hurdle has it. Now it's 20. Now they say 26-26. Gosh darn it, they were behind. 2:40 to go in overtime. Theodore passes, and it goes off of Hurdle's stick into the near corner. Hawks catch a break. Vlasic counters. He's got Mikheyev with him. Far circle. Mikheyev in the crease. He gets stuffed. Barbashev was grabbing his stick. No call. Bedard behind the net. Pass to the slot. Vlasic's shot is tipped off the stick behind the net. Bedard scoops it up. I think that stick is broken for Theodore. I don't know why one of the forwards hasn't given Theodore their stick. That's stupid. Vlasic to Bedard. Far circle shot. Missed wide. Vlasic couldn't keep it in. Barbashev gets knocked down. Vlasic keeps it into the blue line. Off a Nazar stick into the far corner. Theodore still without a stick. What are these guys' problems? One of the forwards should give Theodore their stick. Shot by Bedard. Kick save by Hart. Bedard in the slot. Far circle. Levchinov. Near circle. Nazar shot just wide of the net. Bedard to Nazar. Levchinov. Pass. Oh, it's cleared by Barbashev. Finally, Theodore headed to the bench to get a stick or got a line change. I cannot understand why one of the forwards didn't turn around and hand their stick to Theodore like you're supposed to. Puck is cleared out again. Nazar cross sides. Oh, it's stolen by Stone in front of the crease. Shot. Saved by Knight. Levchinov behind the net. Under a minute to go. Uh-oh. Cleared down the length of the ice. Icing on Chicago. Oh, wait. They waved it off. Never mind. Eichel. He's got a 2-on-1. Near shot. What a save by Knight. Oh, my gosh. Burakovsky going the other way. Passes. It's picked off. Hanifin out of the end. Oh, my gosh. I thought the Knights had the win. They had a 2-on-1 and blew it. Or Knight just made an incredible save. Burakovsky's shot is deflected behind the net. Under 20 to go. Green has it. Far circle. Defended by Marner, Hanifin, and maybe Hurdle? No. Green to the net. Shot. Deflected into the netting at 5.9. So one more draw and one more shot attempt coming up for the Hawks in the Vegas. And both teams have had golden opportunities to win it here in overtime. Pretty good shit save by Hart off of Moore. Oh, and Mikheyev couldn't get... Yeah, Mikheyev's stick was held right in front of the ref by Barbashev and no call. And that kick save by Hart was a beauty. And Knight must have made a great... Yeah, he had just a stick save. Stone shot it early. I think he could have beat him to the outside. In the slot, shot, deflected wide. Vlasic steers it on net, but nobody can tick it in. And we've finished the overtime, and we'll head to a shootout. And I need to get my software up. Excuse me. Shots on goal still 29-28. Hawks. All right, best of 3 shootout. Then if nobody's, if we're still tied, it's like extra innings in baseball. Yeah, and Hart hits somebody with his stick. Oh, that was a great save by Knight on a kick save. Shot by Hanifin with 43 seconds to go. Wow. All right, Knight getting some Gatorade or water. Oh, let me get the shootout graphic up too. There we go. Might get some spoiler alerts. We'll bring up the shootout report in case there's any issues, but they usually update on this page. I just can't remember if it's under the goals or what. Let me double check. Yeah, we'll go like this. See what they do. All right. Hart is in net. I'm wondering if the Hawks are going first then. Yeah, it looks like the Hawks are going first. All right, first up. Turbo Teravainen takes the puck into the far circle, fakes backhand, and it went backhand and got stoned. Hart with a good save. No goal. So now it is Vegas's turn. Picked up by Hurdle. No, pardon me. Dorofeev in the slot. Backhander goal. 1-0 Vegas. Gosh darn it. Just a backhander beat Spencer Knight high to the glove side. Okay, Bedard, we need a goal. Put the pressure back on Vegas. Into the far circle. Fakes it, and he gets the goal. He beat Carter to the near side, glove side. Or tucked it around him. Great move by... Yeah, he made him think he was going 5-hole, and then he just slipped it around the pad to the far side. Eichel with the score tied 1-1, bottom of the second. Eichel scoops it up over the line into the slot, faking shot, saved by Knight. We are tied at 1 after 2. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it, Alex. Thanks for the kind words. Yep, glove save. Just Eichel couldn't lift it enough. Donato's up for the Hawks in the top of the third. Need to get a goal. Donato scoops it up. Far circle on the forehand. Fakes to the backhand. Flips it backhand. Kick save or hit the bar. Hart. It's still 1-1. We go to the bottom of the third. Knights can end it here. Or we go extra innings or extra, shots. Baseball style. No, he hit the bar. He had him beat. Hart didn't save it. Mitch Marner is up. Oh, man. Donato had it, and he just sent it too wide. Marner into the near circle on the forehand. Fake save. Pad save. So we're tied at 1 after 3. Now it's extra innings. Nazar up. Okay. Yeah, we got spoiler alerts already on NHL.com. All right, come on, Frankie. Although I know what's happening. Frankie picks it up into the far circle, unless they're wrong. Fakes backhand. Oh, he sent it wide. He went forehand to backhand and sent it wide. Bottom of the fourth. Vegas can win. He was faking the forehand, went backhand, and actually it wasn't wide. Carter Hart made a good save. All right, Theodore, defenseman, is up for the Knights. Into the far circle on the forehand. Fakes backhand, scores, and the game's over. 2-1 in the shootout. The Golden Knights get the win. 4-3 via shootout, and it's over. Hawks blow a 3-2 lead and fall in Vegas 4-3. 2-1 in 4 shots, and they lose. Unfortunately, but at least they picked up a point. But heartbreaking loss. They blew a 3-2 lead. All right, again, 2-1 on the goals in the shootout. Theodore with your game winner. And tough loss for the Hawks. They will be back in action in Los Angeles on Thursday, and we'll have that game for you here on Sin Bin Stream. It's also available on Hulu if you have Hulu. Oh, let me take down the shootout thing. All right. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. Thanks for being here. Like and subscribe on your way out if you haven't already. And thank you for everybody who already did. again, hope to see you in, well, about 18 hours and 10 minutes. We'll have Stars Devils at 6:05, followed by Capitals Sharks at 9:05. Hope you have a great rest of your, what do we got, Tuesday. Hope you have a tremendous Wednesday. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me, 3 times. Whew. And stupid Carter Hart gets his win in his first game in 2 years. That jerk. All right. Thanks, everybody. That's going to do it. Yeah, thanks, everybody, for subbing tonight. We got at least 2. No, actually, we got, what were we at? 8? Were we 888? I think we got 5 subs tonight. Thank you for subbing. I appreciate it. Oof, I sound terrible now. Thanks, Alex, for being here. Thanks to all the new people. Thanks for chatting. All right. That's going to do it. I don't think there was really anything to look over. Oh, Bowman's 5th from Theodore and Barbashev. Yeah, we'll do that goal visualizer. I think we didn't do that. So Bowman will get it right outside the crease and tuck it in. He made a save off of Theodore and Bowman, and then the next shot went off of Knight's leg and into the net. It just tough break for the Hawks. Tough break that the first 2 goals went in off of defensemen, too. All right. That's going to do it. It's already almost midnight here, Central Time. Take care. Hope to see you tomorrow. Sinbin Stream signing out, wishing you all the best. Hope to see you next time or soon. Till then, bye-bye.